Okay, so in the coming video, we will be doing a case swap of the two motherboards, the one that's in there and the one that's in here. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you in this video why we do not buy cheap power supplies. This was an emergency purchase back in 2007. Miraculously, the computer survived, but the original power supply did not after we had a massive power surge. The details of which I will not get into because they're outside of the scope of this video. I've mentioned it several times. But needless to say, this was the thing that was purchased. And thing is definitely a word to describe this. It's featherweight. CoolMax technology. Never heard of that. Which probably tells you about all you need to know about it. But I'll tell you what. In a lot of my videos and outside of my videos, I've had people asking me why exactly it is that I have a kitchen scale. And I'll tell you what. I even put a new battery in it too. I'm going all out for this video. This is the reason why I have a kitchen scale. So I can perform experiments such as this. How much does this piece of junk weigh? Huh, more than I would have expected. So we'll say about 1,022 grams. So you can figure out what that is in your favorite measurement. Now, that's a 500 watt power supply, by the way. Let's grab this 250 watt DTK, 250 watts. Damn. 1305. Again, let's grab the 500 watt, double the capacity. Huh, now it's even showing up as less. Really. You get the idea. Let's pop the cover on it. Look at that. Remember, this one is rated for 250 watts. This is rated for 500. I'm not really going to even say anything. You can draw your own conclusions, because I think they're pretty obvious. At least it's pretty obvious what my conclusion is. Just look at the size of the transformers in there compared to the ones in here. Look at the size of the heat sinks compared to these. If you can get a good look at it. I'm operating this camera blind, so I don't know what you can see. And just have a look at the populated circuitry on the board. This uses good quality Rubicon capacitors. At least I think they're all Rubicon. At least the larger ones are. I don't know what the smaller ones. They might be junk, but at least the larger ones are Rubicon. This, I have no idea. I think those say Seacon on them. Yeah. At least it's fused. Although it doesn't have a fuse holder, so if that fuse blows, well, you're screwed. Unless you know soldering. For continuous protection against risk of fire, what does that say? Replace only with the same type and rate of fuse. Funny, the fuse isn't even replaceable. What a piece of garbage. I'm surprised this even works at all. You can see all that brown gunk? That's probably conductive, so I'd imagine that this power supply is well and truly on its way to failing. Really the only good thing about it. The receptacle is good, the switch is good, and the fan is good. That's it. Whereas this is probably going to continue to work for years to come. Long after this pile of scrap metal has failed. Trying to provide half of its nameplate rating. There's no way it can even manage to provide 250 watts. Not a chance. So I think we've all learned our lesson today. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then, I'm going to put those back together.